Came to this museum by mistake, but top floor. They have a traditional balanced slug. Isn't that cool? It's only cool for me and Bill, I guess, but pretty cool. I don't see a lee board though. Gotta have some kind of lee board. And no way of. Huh.
Were you taking a video for
Bill. Yeah, a little storage.
Very fancy. Saxon podium.
Going down here? Can I look at this first? The Roman mosaic, right?
Can I take a video? No, you can. I think you've done. It's not that you have to ask. It's like, want to know.
Main entrance for this rich house was where that wall is. That wall was added, and then this house was demolished, but that used to be the main entrance coming into this garden. And then that large room over there was the dining room. And some stores over here. And then the bedroom over in this far corner, which you can still see a mosaic of, but this is the garden and the entrance. That wall used to not be there. That was added in the late imperial times, and then this over here was the main bedroom. Apparently this became a cemetery at some point because when they excavated this site, they found a medieval cemetery here. Lots of bodies inside of these rooms and stuff like that. But this would have been, I mean, the wall is blocking the view, but it's a gorgeous view all the way around. And apparently this was finally abandoned when Germanic tribes raided this area. And this whole Roman place was discovered in the late 1800s and excavated during the early part of the 1900s. This mosaic, it really is pretty though. This used to be a Bath in the Rich area of town before the wall was constructed and they had to abandon the bath. Small bath, but you can still see parts of the pools and where they had the hot and cold water running through. They say it's only partially excavated, but both men and women would have used these baths. One village, it's just that right now a lot of it is covered up. This is only a partially excavated site, you know?
You think that, like, this?
Yeah, I think there's more of it underneath this plain, what we're walking on right now.
You know, I wonder if in a while, like, all this would have been, like, cleared out. You know, like, the dirt had been digged and they found more. And people would be like, huh, the dirt used to be so high, that's so strange. Right now, we're like, oh my, like, right now we're like, this is like regular, but like, this is.
Yeah.
No, we could like be walking on top of some building walls stuff right now.
Yeah, I think we are. These are more baths over here, I think, but a much larger bath complex.
So the Romans, like the village probably extended to like, maybe like here, right?
Yeah, I think
so you would have to like walk to the village, or if you lived like here, you could just go straight to the big one.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go to the big one, you have to like, walk across the village. Yes, that was a pool.
Yeah.
Can we like look around and say?
Yeah, let's look around. That was the pool. Then they had a cold room and a hot room. This was the forum, which was really, really big. They've reconstructed some pillars here. You can see kind of what the scale of it was, how tall it was. They even found a couple of pedestals and pediments and pieces. I guess this was Doric column, maybe. Flavian era, mid-1st century. This is where they did all of the municipal work, as well as there were stores and shops here as well. Off the distance you can see that wall, which was added later, once, that's much later, late imperial. And they buried, when they built this forum, it was on top of an older city that was pre-Roman.
It would be cool if we could walk on the mosaic and again like, oh my gosh. Okay. It's so cool. That's even crazy to me that the Romans used to like walk on.
It's a maze that ends with the Minotaur in the middle, I think. Best preserved house courtyard.
Well, I'm going to just yeah, you can press that. I think this would be really good for me. Like,
oh, actually, but this doesn't have a thing. Like, what is this? It just fades out. But I just considered something new. If I just realized that doesn't have a thing on the end.
Oh, it has screens so you can close that up.
It does. But it doesn't have a screen on the end.
This feels like
No,
the
that has two as well.
Silo
I know,
books.
but not on the end. This
Oh!
Silo books.
I'm just gonna do